Let me guess. You are here and your twin flame is somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and there's this huge separation between you two. You don't communicate, you might not even live in the same place, or maybe you do, but nothing is happening. Today we'll be addressing twin flame separation and what you can do to overcome it. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to our channel Twin Flames Embrace. We are Paco and Déborah, Twin Flames in Union and certified Ascension coaches with Twin Flames Universe. In this video we speak about twin flame separation, why it happens and how you can overcome it. We will share with you insights from our journeys, how we were able to heal separation and live together forever. But first I would like to invite you to like the video and subscribe to our channel to not miss any of our juicy twin flame topics. And let's jump into the topic. Twin flame separation. First, Déborah, why does it happen? And second and most important, how to overcome it.
Yeah. So, why does twin flame separation take place? First, we need to understand that our twin flames are a perfect mirror of our consciousness, our beliefs, and how we feel about ourselves and our relationship with ourselves and with life or God, however you would like to call it. So when you're experiencing twin flame separation, what you are experiencing is the mirror on the external reality of that separation that you may be having with yourself first. Let's say that in your heart you would like to become a lawyer, but because your family disapproves or it feels like it's the longest career ever, or for whatever reason, you haven't allowed yourself to be that. Well, that would be an example of how you separate from yourself, where you are not choosing to have the relationship with yourself because you're not choosing what feels good to you first. And there are...
Of course, I love what you are saying right now and how you explained it. This is key. You are not doing what really feels good to you without any influence from the outside. Just you and your good feeling. This is key.
Yeah, and there are many facets as to why you are experiencing twin flame separation, because of course your twin flame is gonna be mirroring these places where you are not in in harmony or in union with yourself. And
with this good feeling.
Yeah, exactly. And we are not gonna go into depth of any single possible facet because each journey is unique, but there is one tool that helps us heal these blocks and kind of come back to ourselves and find that harmony within ourselves that translates into having our twin flame coming closer to us rather than looking like they are running far away from us. So basically the purpose of your twin flame, or the experience of separation, because it's only an experience, it's only an illusion that you can ever be separate from the person that you've been created to be one with, is to help you heal in this place, is to help you find yourself in the places where you kind of abandoned yourself first and come back to that sense of unity within yourself. And your twin flame is gonna hold that space and hold that mirror for as long as it's necessary until this, let's say, gap, it's kind of breached inside of you. And the more you heal, we do that with a mirror exercise taught by Jeff and Shelia. You can find a very in-depth 4 steps, very well detailed and with examples as well in their book, Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. You'll find the link in the description below. This is the most effective tool to heal the experience of twin flame separation, because it will be addressing all these places inside of you, and by bringing love and unconditional acceptance and being able to dissolve those maybe fears or misbeliefs, you will be able to align with what feels good to you, and that is what manifests and attracts your twin flame to your life very easily and very naturally.
For example, how it happened in our union, where I started to follow my good feeling. My whole life, not my whole life. I have to be honest here. When I was a child, I knew I'm a boy, and as I grew up, I realized they all treat me like a girl, and when then puberty hit in, I realized, okay, I'm a girl, and nobody was really talking about me. Even everyone saw that I behave more like a boy than a girl. Nobody was talking with me about my good feeling in truth, and that my good feeling being a boy when I'm in a body of a girl is okay. Nobody was speaking about it. It was the way in my family. Okay. And so I started to neglect my good feeling with every year, every day of me growing up more and more. And I did it to the extent that I really believed I am a girl. I am a young woman and a woman. And this neglect of my good feeling became so deep that I really believed I'm a woman at some point. But I never felt good. My life felt heavy, and in truth I felt fucked up, that something is wrong with me. And this caused separation in our union. That was a big gap in our union because I hated myself the most of the time. I just was focused on other people, on the girlfriends I was with or my family. I was never focused on myself. And then I found the YouTube videos from Jeff and Julia. I bought the book, I did the mirror exercise. Then I realized I'm not such a bad person. I just don't know how to love myself. I don't know how to focus on myself. I don't know what really feels good to me. And so I just practiced what they taught me. And I realized, hey, I know I was living like a boy as a child, and it was the best time of my life. And I was surrounded always by trans people, and I said, oh, it's so cool, they are so brave, they allow themselves to be their true self, because I desired that so much for myself. And this was a big separation in our union. And the moment I was brave enough, I really have to say brave enough, because I always knew it. But I never found a support that really helped me to overcome the separation I have with my own good feeling. But I found this support here in the Twin Flame Universe community. They are also on Facebook. When you would like to join, you'll find the link to the Twin Flame Universe open forum also in the box below. I realized I'm a man, I'm the divine masculine, as we say in the spiritual world, in my twin flame union. And that alone, allowing myself to let go of pressuring myself into something, I am not open up so much room for union. And the moment I grounded just being my true self, even it means I'm a trans man, okay, but I am the divine masculine. That's it, I am it, I feel it with all my heart. She reached out to me and asked me if I am open to explore that we are true twin flames. And immediately I said, yes, I feel it too. And this is how we overcame a big block of separation, our union.
Yeah.
It's just an example how it was in our union.
Yeah, and how that took place on the outside, like on the external reality, was that we were born in two different countries with an ocean apart. Paco was born in Austria and I was in Argentina. And still, like, this distance was absolutely not an impediment in our road to come to union together. So I love, because Paco's example illustrates how you do the inner work, this with the mirror exercise that we were mentioning in other videos as well. And that inner work that you do actually translates on the outside. Paco was not like having 1,000 dating sites, profiles, and trying to like swiping right and left to see, well, okay, who might be my twin flame or not. He just got clear who he was.
Yes.
As an individual, as a person. Yes. And like on a spiritual level, like, okay, who does he incarnate, or what polarity does he embody in the union? And it was exactly like that. In the second that he got clear, I reached out to him. We read our love list, we got clear, and was like, yeah, we are twin flames. Like everything seems to be pointing that we are describing the same person with different words, and we kept on exploring it, and we kept on healing, and we come closer and closer and closer.
And this can translate into your union too. It does not need to be who is the divine masculine or the divine feminine. That can be clear in your union already, but maybe it's in your life purpose. You decide, like you said at the beginning, all your life you decided to become a lawyer, and now you're working as a secretary because you don't allow yourself to fulfill the good feeling in yourself, and that's separation.
Yeah, exactly. Like in truth, we met in the community when I embraced my life purpose. He just needed to take the step in recognizing who he was for me to be able to recognize him for who he was to me. So
this this is a process of healing separation. This was a layer of separation. Déborah healed and I healed this block of separation, and so we keep going in this process of
and we
healing
always
separation.
go deeper in our union.
Yeah.
And I feel like what we are seeking to communicate, like to share with you through these examples, is that you can totally overcome twin flame separation. This is not a death sentence. It's not that, oh, I'm in separation or in no contact with my twin flame and this is gonna remain like that forever. Absolutely not. But it does require for you to take certain action steps in order for you to manifest what you want. So whenever you want something, you have to do something about it. It's not like you can like just sit and wait for the sky to part clouds and everything is given. The universe is helping you, wants your union above all, but you kind of have to help it. You know, miracles need a little bit of our help to take place in our lives. So do not be afraid if you are experiencing twin flame separation. This is basically why it's happening. It's giving you the space to cultivate that inner relationship with yourself first. Your twin flame will never be the source of your happiness, and they will point you back to yourself whenever you're trying to make them that source. And instead, use all that energy that you're placing in focusing on what they are doing or what they are not doing, on whether they are replying your messages or they are not communicating, to look within to how these situations makes you feel. How does this twin flame separation between you two make you feel? And go check the resources and choose to apply them. Try them on, see if they work for you. And when you feel like this is what you would like to invest yourself into, when you feel like these tools can give you what you are actually looking for and desiring, not because you want to control how the journey unfolds, but because you really want to feel good about that relationship with yourself. And then naturally building that trust that as you do, your twin flame will come to you. Then by God, check the links below, check the resources. Like Twin Flames Universe has a full body of work to support you. We are Ascension coaches. We are prepared to walk you home to your twin flame union. So do not hesitate to book an introductory session with either one or both of us. And also try it out, see if this works, see what it's like to have an Ascension coach who's walked the path before you and who can walk you towards your dreams. So, again, do not hesitate, do not waste any more time, just leverage the energy that you have and check all the resources. Your twin flame union is absolutely possible if you take the steps.